Hey, what's up? It's day 7. How y'all doing out there? How y'all doing? I'm doing pretty fabulous, fantastic. I did have a few low moments today when I went for about an hour and a half without being able to drink the Master Cleanse. I was out on the street and couldn't find a really good place to do it without freezing my hands or getting in somebody's way, which is pretty much the case all the time in this city. And once I got it in me, though, I found a place to step aside and out of the way, out of the fray, and have a drink. Within 5 minutes, I was really back on track and feeling pretty fabulous. I feel really good, just all over, in all parts of my body, all parts of my life. I feel really good. Not to say that I don't have problems. I do have some challenges, just life challenges. But as far as how my body feels and how my mind is, anything is possible at this point. That's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling pretty damn good. I hope you're feeling the same, or if not better. At this point in time, we're on day 7. We're rounding the corner toward the whole stretch. And I really want to talk about how to break the fast safely, properly, and with you're fully aware of what you're doing and not feeling any doubts or questions about what needs to come next after you're done with the Master Cleanse. So last year, when I did the cleanse the first time, I wrote a blog post entitled Break, B-R-E-A-K. And in that post, I lay out exactly what I had planned to do, what I did actually to break the fast, and what I was going to do, because I was writing about it as it was happening. And a lot of it is based on, of course, the Stanley Burroughs Master Cleanser original PDF booklet, and also the more updated Master Cleanse resource called Master Cleanse Secrets, which is also a really good resource. If you haven't gotten that, you can definitely find that on my blog. It is definitely something that I highly recommend to everybody. But anyway, more importantly is I will post a link to my blog in the Master Cleanse support group on Facebook after this post, so you'll definitely be able to go right to it. And in there, it basically lays out how to break the fast, and it starts with juice. Orange juice is what is recommended in the Stanley Burroughs book. However, orange juice is too acidic for my system. I usually get rashes and all kinds of reactions and gas to orange juice. So what I use is black cherry juice, which actually tastes better to me and doesn't give me any kind of reactions. And I use that to break the fast on day 11. Now, or day 1 of Back to Food, however you want to look at it. I will say that I dilute the black cherry juice probably by half at first, because you're really reintroducing sugar, a different type of sugar into your system that's not maple syrup. And your body may have a little bit of adjustment to go through, but it really lays out the post the first 3 to 5 days after the fast is over on how to get back to regular food. There is one set of directions for people who are vegetarians and one set of directions for people who are meat eaters prior to the cleanse. I am definitely a meat eater. I will continue to be a meat eater for the foreseeable future, but there are 2 sets of directions in the Burroughs guide. And I kind of, synthesized that on my blog post, for someone who is a meat eater, and I've had no problems. I didn't have any reactions when I, followed, this little protocol that I set up on the blog post. So I definitely recommend going to the blog post to check out the post entitled Break, and it has the recipe for brown rice go-go, which is my original recipe, based on a restaurant recipe at Ruby Foods, but it's totally vegan and very low in fat, and that the rice is really good. Also has a link to the recipe for vegetable soup or vegetable broth if you don't want to eat the vegetables after you make the soup, and that comes from the Burroughs book, because vegetable soup and broth is kind of one of those things where a lot of people know how to make chicken stock or chicken broth or beef broth. They usually get a cube and put it in some water and boil it. However, vegetable broth, to get from the store is a little more, let's say, lacking in flavor and taste from the can, or even from Better Than Bouillon, which is what I use in brown rice a go-go. you're not going to get the kind of nutrition that you're going to need from the vegetable broth unless you actually use real vegetables. So that recipe is also in the post break, and it really kind of just talks about how I was feeling before I started to break the fast, and what else came out of me on the last day of doing the saltwater flush, which was on day 10. Actually, I did it on the morning of day 11, and I still got some stuff out. So if you're starting to see some kind of drop off in what's coming out of you with the flushing or with the laxative tea, just keep in mind that your body doesn't always work in a linear fashion, and you may in fact get out more at the end of the fast than you did at the beginning. So just keep doing what you're doing until day 10, and you will definitely see the maximum benefits. So that's really what I wanted to talk about today. I feel great. Still drinking the Master Cleanse. It's pretty much down to a science at this point. And I'm stoked. I'm stoked. I'm amped. I'm hyped. I'm all that. Ready to go back to food and a much more inclusive social life. I've been a little isolated. It has been isolating. To not be eating when people pretty much, like I said, center their lives around eating. But no, I'm so happy and proud of everybody who's made it this far, and keep on keeping on. We're almost done, and hey, you're doing this for you and for everyone who loves you. Good night.